Hi, my name is Dan Krischer, and I'm coming to you from the exciting world of Edirol by Roland, and I'm here to show you the latest in our series of MIDI controllers, the PCR 300, 500, and 800. The whole PCR series is our most advanced series of controllers, and let's see what they can do. First of all, the new PCR series includes a velocity-sensitive keyboard with 12 different velocity layers that you can choose from, and aftertouch. And I'll give you an example of how the aftertouch responds by controlling the massive soft synth that you see before you. So what I'm doing is I'm using the aftertouch to open and close the cutoff filter in the soft synth. Something new to the PCR series are 16 velocity-sensitive trigger pads, and these are great for controlling drum sounds in soft synths that have drum sounds in them, like the velocity soft synth that you see before me from Cakewalk. The trigger pads can also be programmed to accept their own individual MIDI channel number and MIDI control change data. So these make the pads great for acting as buttons for controlling different functions in your soft synths and in your software. Now, speaking of control, we have a lot of other control functions available as well. And what those include is we have 9 faders. Each fader can have its own MIDI channel number, and each fader can send out its own control data. And as you see, I've got the faders programmed to control my mixer in Sonar LE. Now, some of the other controls that we have 9 rotary dials, and the rotary dials can also be programmed with their own MIDI channel number, control change data, to control different facets in your software. I'll give you an example. I've pulled up the Dimension LE soft synth. I'll use the controls to vary the cutoff and the resonance in the specific soft synth. All right, now, one other different type of controller that we have is the PCR also includes a slider, a DJ-type slider, and you can program this to do just about anything. You can do it like I'm doing to trigger different samples on one side. Which is pretty cool, or scratches, or different types of alternate between different samples. The slider also is set up to control our Motion Dive video software. Now, some of the other features that are built into these new PCRs. We also have a feature called dynamic mapping. And what dynamic mapping will enable you to do is with the press of a button, dynamic mapping will be able to take and, for instance, look at a soft synth, grab all of the functions from a soft synth, and then map them across the knobs, the buttons, and the faders for instant access to the parameters in the soft synth. So that's a very cool feature. That's a feature that's typically not found in controllers in this price range. It's usually found in controllers that are much, much, much more expensive. So that's a very cool feature that we've added here. There's full-on transport controls that are included as well. We have MIDI merge function. There's also a snapshot function, so you have all your settings memorized and ready to go when you kick in. Now, the new PCR series ships with more software than we have with the prior PCR series, and that includes what you see before you here. A full complement of Sonar LE by Cakewalk, and we're also including the Dimension LE soft synth, which I was controlling before. That's the new PCR series by Edirol. PCR 300 is a 32-key instrument. The PCR 500 is a 49-key instrument. The PCR 800 is a 61-key. And the only difference between them are just the amount of keys. All of them have the same features that I spoke of. All of the keyboards can split, which is also a new function. So that gives you basically 3 different playing zones that you have. Again, thanks a lot. My name's Dan Krischer. I'm a product specialist for Edirol by Roland. And thanks for listening.